So the LFPA has made a positive impact on our farm because we do a great volume of produce every year, and it helps us get product moving so that we don't have any leftover. Our biggest pet peeve is having produce that we cannot use. In this case, we can get it out as soon as we pick it and bring it right down to the food banks, and it's fresh produce that goes out to all the people who need it, as opposed to letting it sit and then not being able to use it. So for me, and the reason why I actually got involved with these programs is because I know how these people feel. I've been on that side before, so I take extra pride in knowing that our stuff is going to the food banks, it's going to the soup kitchens, it's going to the pantries. So for us, it's just a positive. I know that there are people who need it, whatever their situation is, so it's definitely something that makes us feel good. It helps them, it helps us, so it's a definite win-win. We are putting up 3 new high tunnels. One of the high tunnels is going to be dedicated strictly to the food banks, and then on our other farm across the road, we're going to dedicate 40 acres that I worked with 2 of the food banks on specific things that they know that they use and need grown, which I could then, by doing that, I could eliminate the middleman. I could definitely have so many cases of peppers, so many cases of tomatoes that are just grown for them, and then I don't need like the middleman to come, oh, I have a case here, I got a case there. We know we'll have this much volume, and then we could ship it out to them, and that will make their costs lower. But by losing these programs, we might not have the extra funds that we need to buy that seed to produce that extra 40 acres of food just for them.
It's a great thing through this program that the food bank is able to deliver quality, nutritious food to people that don't get it. It's been a great thing for farmers in New Jersey in the sense that through the revenue, we are able to help our workers to provide better living conditions for them.
The LFPA has made a significant impact on our business because it's provided a beautiful outlet for us to sell our produce to. When we were approached 2 years ago to partner with the LFPA, we didn't really understand the dynamics to it, but as these past 2 years have gone on, it's been a true blessing for our farm to be able to sell our produce and grow fruits and vegetables for the community food bank, and for all the various programs to help benefit those in need. So without the LFPA, our farm would definitely struggle, and we would need to kind of reevaluate our entire business model.
It definitely helps that we know that the product is going to like people that need it, because and a lot of times it's just painful to see a lot of stuff that get wasted and thrown away. And with the program being this way, it's like we know that people that need it are getting our product, and it always makes you feel better knowing that you're helping out the community and helping out people. Mm-hmm. The LFPA funding goes away, it's definitely going to affect our business because as it is, our farm it's a little bit in the red, and with losing that guaranteed funding, we won't know at the end of the week if we're going to have enough to cover our bills or to do whatever we need to do to pay our labor. And with the program, we know what's coming. We know what we're going to sell. We know what price we're getting. So essentially, it's guaranteed profit on your product.
It's hard to overstate how big of an impact LFPA has had on my farm. As a one-man farm, I don't have a lot of time in the week. I farm on the side, and it's hard to find markets. Markets don't have feelings. They don't care if you're trying to do good work with the food that you're growing or the products you're producing. All that matters is the economics. And if you're a small producer trying to engage in markets, it's really tough to edge in. So LFPA has allowed me to access wholesale markets 5 minutes down the road from me with a community that I've been engaging in for years. And finally, instead of donating produce, I'm able to sell produce and everybody wins. On top of that, LFPA has allowed me to slowly build up my farm without going into debt, where now I can afford to invest in better fencing. I've got a Caterpillar tunnel coming today. It's a big upgrade for a small farm like mine. But for the first time in a decade of growing, I'm not staring over my shoulder worrying about if I have enough money to fund the operation. So it's a total game changer. It's allowing me to grow. It's allowing me to hire more staff. Now maybe be a 2-person operation instead of just Devin out here toiling away in the late evenings. I want to feed everybody, because foods are our number one common language. But there was a time I was at a CSA nearby, and it was hard for all socioeconomic folks to participate in such a farm. And it got a bit tired just serving BMWs and Mercedes and Porsches and Volvos rolling up, and I really wanted to find a way to get good food to people who otherwise couldn't afford it. And this does exactly that. It's huge. It's supporting the farms, supporting people who couldn't afford that local nutritious product, and everybody wins. And it's not even just filling their bellies, it's dignity. It's they can afford good quality produce, and it's not blemished, it's not in the seconds bin, it's not you can come after the farmer's market and pick up. You're just getting the best of the best, and it's allowing us to know that our food's going to people who really, really appreciate it, who aren't going to waste it, who aren't going to contribute to that 40% of food waste in the fridge. It's good to know that this food is going to a community 5 minutes away that I've been invested in for years, and it's just a win-win for everybody. Nobody's doing anybody any favors because everybody's winning. If LFPA gets lost, and if we don't find a way to create a suitable replacement for LFPA, we're going to see a lot of farms, including my own, with plans to expand, plans to improve their efficiency and operation, get put to a halt. And so, you know, all the progress we'd made over these 3 years in LFPA in growing and bringing on more staff and serving more food to people in need, they go up in the air, they go up in smoke, and we're going to have to pivot and find new markets. So some of the existing markets might become even more competitive as folks have increased the size of their operation and now need to, you know, pivot to the new markets. But for me, I'll have to work doubly hard. It's going to be tough to find a market, a suitable replacement for all of the revenue.
So the LFPA we got started with this past summer, about halfway through the season, and it's been a benefit for us. It gives us an opportunity to sell some things to people that need it and people that really can use it, versus us just shipping it out to, say, the terminal market or going anywhere else that maybe pricing may not be as accurate or as stable, but at the same rate we're able to send it out to them, and it's a big help for us. The LFPA has been able to give us a new avenue of a whole new channel for us to move product to, and it doesn't so much follow the normal trends. You're able to move some of the items that maybe aren't as easy to move as they used to be, like some of your small greens, your kales and radishes, arugulas, that type of stuff that it really is a hard sell in a larger quantity, but this gives you an opportunity to move some of those things to clientele that really wants it. It's a huge benefit to everybody involved. The people that need the food are getting it. We're getting fair market price for it. Nothing is getting wasted on any avenue or any angle of it, and it's working out great for, I think, everybody involved. Well, at least with this program, working with it direct to the farmers, they're getting good nutritious food versus, whatever anybody feels like donating. Or so it helps us clean up. It helps us not waste anything, and it also gives the opportunity to the food banks to offer produce that people may not normally have tried in the past. For example, your kohlrabis and your beets. It's a good healthy food to eat, but maybe not the first thing. It would be like taking another source of income from us. There's only so many places that we can go to with our product, and now that this opportunity opened up, it seems like if it gets closed right away, or just like it seems to be going away, that's going to be a huge detriment to us. Not just us, but people on the receiving end, they're going to lose out also.